What's up, guys? Terrorlator here. Nothing really special planned for today. Just gonna be, in general, doing King of the Hill style. The combos are currently Wizard Rod, 560 Gear Ball, which I've been encouraged to test out by a couple people who I've commented on other videos of. Dran Buster, 270 Gear Flat. Stun Medusa, 160 Gear Needle. Dran Dagger, 960 Rush. And what the frick's this one again? Samurai Saber, 160 Level. Also, if you guys can figure out the theming of the Beyblades I get generally, feel free to comment it down below. I'll figure out something I can do for that. So, I'm essentially just going to be grabbing one of these and rolling a 4-sided dice to see which one is the next in line for it to go up against. Okay, because of current meta relevant picking, the first King of the Hill is going to be my Wizard. 2, 1, 2. And immediately is going against Stun Medusa. Okay, heavy hit. Right. Come on. Without fail. 1 point to Wizard. In case I haven't mentioned already, it's going to be 2 points to a victory. And whoever is currently King of the Hill gets launched first. Four points for Wizard. 2. Again. Surprisingly. Samurai Saber, 160 level, is now going to be going against Wizard. I'll try to get out of the light. One point to Wizard. Not that was a... Jeez. Chill. Wait, no, your attack type. Never mind, go wild. Yeah, just like that, bud. Keep going wild. You can see why Wizard is one of, if not just straight out, my best combo. 3. As order states, that would be Stun Medusa again. One point for Wizard. points to wizard. Okay, I'm gonna just be leaving them in that order and they get swapped around when someone loses. Next opponent, Drandaggler. Okay, this is probably gonna be the best, worst matchup so far. No contact. That was embarrassing. 2 points. Okay, wait. Was that burst before or after? Like, was it just... Did it burst and just kept spinning? I'ma call redo on that, because I don't know. Well, I guess that would... that was a fair pocket. And I couldn't tell before. Yeah, Drandaggler is the new reigning winner. Or, reigning king. How did I just miss the entire stadium? 1. It will now be Drandaggler versus Dranbuster. 270 gear flat. One point to Drandaggler. As it is with Dranbuster, it can beat anything or lose anything to it, depending entirely on if it comes to stamina. 3. Third in line will be Samurai Saber. Jeez. This build for Samurai is fairly good at attack and anti-attack type. Contact in that. I'm gonna go again because I don't know. It kind of sound bad, but I don't know if it means. Ow. Miss launch. Oh, that's a good dodge. Contact. Buster looks really cool and weird when it spins. New reigning king. Who will face him? Wizard. I gotta get that launch check. Wait, that's Wizard. I'm supposed... That's bad, because an attack type versus a stamina type is normally pretty cut and dry. But the stamina type is getting launched after. Contact. That's what I'm talking about. This is called the Stamina King for a reason. For Wizard now. Who will be the next person the Wizard King faces? If you get that reference, you're peak. Right. Kind of good fight, because the King of Stamina versus the one without stamina. But the one without stamina is also the one that can burst anything. What did I just say? The bit Wizard is still spinning over there. The bit flew into my eye. I gotta go get Wizard. See, you can beat anything if you just tilt Dran Buster a little bit. The next person, once again, Dran Buster versus Dran Dagger. If you guys have any other combos you want to see me test, feel free to just comment it. I will try. No contact. Jesus. This is why I do not like to see attack types go against attack types, because then I am put at danger. I gotta get better. Yo. An extreme finish is an extreme fit. Wait, didn't Dran Buster already go into the pocket? Was I just having Dran Dagger beat on a dead horse? Four. Ooh, wait, you guys can't see the combos. There. We're now having Stun Medusa go against Dran Dagger. Unsurprisingly, a defense type versus an attack type. Yo, I didn't even see them hit because my hand was in the way, but I heard that. That's 2 points. Stun Medusa is now the reigning queen. 4. Dran Dagger is immediately back for vengeance. You got that reference? You're being as well. Puts the upstart immediately back in its place. Jeez. 3. We're now having Stun Medusa go against Wizard Rod. Miss launch. This matchup kind of reminds me of Clock Mirage. Because if you don't, Stun Medusa's main chance is bursting Wizard with a good angle. Stun Medusa is dethroned, and the Stamina King returns. Who will be facing the Stamina King? 3. Stun Medusa, this time is back for vengeance. Not bad. You kind of have to help Stun Medusa get up first here, otherwise she's not going to be doing great. That lasted a while. I'm gonna call it. I guess not. Wizard burst before I could call it. Stun Medusa is once again reigning as queen. 2. Samurai Saber. I mean, it's a defense type versus attack type. Now, you guys are gonna have to comment if you have an opinion, but if it's just like first hit immediately into the extreme pocket, do you guys want me to redo that in the future? Like, just comment if you have an opinion on that. 4. Dran Dagger has returned. Okay. Ooh, nice pocket jump there. Was that the... No, it wasn't. I'm gonna have to say that was a tie. Stun Medusa has been thrown into the extreme pocket. Why am I putting down Drain Dagger? Drain Dagger is once again reigning 1. Our final battle appears to be Drain Dagger versus Drain Buster. This will determine who is going to be the reigning champion. Ow. Not bad. 1 point for Drain Dagger. And Drain Buster is the reigning king of the Hill currently. I will keep that in mind and find some sort of pedestal throne thing. Till then, this was generally a fun video. I hope to make more. Goodbye.